over by the executive producer Linda as Born Identity for teenagers.
It was described originally to me as a bit like 24. I don't think we'd ever done anything like that in Australia for this particular audience, so it was a chance to do a bit of a first, I think.
I originally met Gabrielle Lord when I optioned a series of books she's written about a female private investigator called Gemma Lincoln. And just in a conversation she mentioned to me that Scholastic had asked her to write a series of young adult fiction novels, and she started to describe the story to me about a teen fugitive, about a 15-year-old boy who has to go on the run. I immediately knew that would make a fantastic television drama series.
So each episode he got into dire straits, and you know in genre that he's going to survive, but you didn't actually know how.
So this was an opportunity to take a young adult fiction series and give it the primetime treatment, and that was the most exciting thing of all.
In this show we've got two very clever story producers, Mark Sheriffs and Michael Brindley.
We broke down all the books into what actually happened in each one. Didn't worry about motivation or character, just what happened.
Who knew what and when did they know it?
And a rule was, we are always telling Cal's story so that we can cut to any character we like, any time we like, as long as we are always telling Cal's story. When
you start to adapt a book into a screen product, that things can change, and I think quite often they change in a very positive way because you make new discoveries about them. You need to make sure that your plot is logical, so sometimes things will drop for reasons of logic and plausibility as well.
For example, in book 1, we had the shark attack at the end of the book, and we just thought it wasn't plausible for our Callum to survive so many things in the first episode. It's like we didn't have anywhere to go, so we thought that wasn't a good idea to put that in.
Some books, story elements moved into a later episode, and some which were later got brought up, so that essentially we had what we felt was satisfying stories. And the good test was always, with the scene breakdown in the first draft, did you want to turn the page?
We made a number of decisions at the start to motivate the villains, and part of the way we've done that is to depart from the book's method of telling the story strictly from Cal's point of view only.
I think it'll be interesting for people to, for instance, to see what their impressions are of a character from reading the book as opposed to what they actually see on the screen.
I think for the fans of the series to see the casting, Winter come alive, Cal alive, to see Bogues, they will give nuances and flavour, they'll give voice to their characters that they'd imagined, and I think that's going to be just the most wonderful aspect for the fans.
We'll watch him go from boy to man, we'll watch him go from a pretty comfortable middle class kid to be thrown out onto the streets essentially and have to live on his wits for 12 months.
And certainly there'll be changes in the story, but I hope that what we deliver is something quite surprising and unique. It's television, it's a different medium, and one that can sit happily alongside the novels as well.